Wanna talk about it. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Flavor House's Love Rhythm Recipe. My name is Casey. I'm your host. I am your master chef. I am your navigator through these things we call love and food, or food and love. Well, tonight is going to be a good one. I decided to take it on to some jerk chicken. Oh, it's spicy, just like the topic that we're going to be talking about tonight, which is hinting hurting your relationship? Well, if you don't know what hinting is when you drop clues instead of saying how you really feel when you're in a relationship or in any instance. But we're talking about romantic relationships at this point. So we're going to be doing some spicy jerk chicken. Now, I'm not going to take it all the way to the spice that it normally is because, hey, I can't do 5-alarm fire, and neither can these kids. But it's going to be flavorful, it's going to be delicious, and it's going to be my way. And I actually made some Jamaican rice and peas, to go with it. And we're going to have our Mexican coleslaw from earlier today on Weekend Eats. It's going to be delicious. I just can't wait. So we want to talk about the parallels between our topic is hinting hurting your relationship and the spicy jerk chicken. Okay, usually jerk chicken is super spicy, and it's spicy enough for us tonight, okay? So you can feel the spice right away. Hinting, you're trying to say something important, but you're not being direct. Okay, just like spice, hints can be too much or too confusing if the other person is not ready for them. So if you ain't ready for the heat, you don't need to be. They'll catch on, right? Okay, so it takes effort. You have jerk chicken. Okay, you have to prepare it right. It's a lot of preparation, but I've cut it down and made a hack. Okay, it's right. The season for it is now. You want to marinate it. You want to cook it well, and that's what we did. Hinting, if you want your partner to understand, you need to think about how to say things to them. Okay, and not insinuate or assume that they are psychic. I think we talked about this before. If our partners were Miss Cleo, we would all be rich. Maybe. Where's Miss Cleo, by the way? Anyhow, okay, good food and good communication both need effort. Okay, you can't just throw things together and hope it works. Now, okay, sometimes you can throw that struggle meal together to be all right, but you don't want to do that on a regular. You want to be intentional. And it's the same thing when you are communicating. Okay, you can't expect people to know that you're bleeding if you don't show the blood. That's just the way it is. Okay, so not everyone gets it. Jerk chicken, some people love spicy food. Others can't handle it. And I've had some jerk chicken, I swear. I had a friend that she could really cook jerk chicken, but boy, oh boy, that's a 25-alarm fire. Okay, I don't know. And her little child used to eat this stuff. She brought it. It smelled so good. I put it in my mouth, and I'm still drinking water. And that was 10, 12 years ago. Okay, that's how hot it was. So I can't handle that kind of heat. A little bit, yeah. So hinting, some people can catch the hints because things are very subtle. Others totally miss the mark, and it just goes right over their heads. So everyone is different, as you know. If your partner doesn't get the hints, you might just need to say it straight and be very forward and just be real, okay? You're doing them a disservice when you're not, and you're doing yourself one too, okay? Layers can be missed. Jerk chicken is not just hot. It has a sweet, smoky, and rich flavor too. So there are layers to the flavor of this chicken. Hinting, you might be saying more than what's on the surface, but your partner might not catch the deeper meaning. Well, again, going over their heads, okay? So if you don't explain yourself, the real message can get lost in the lack of translation. Being straightforward is better. I'm telling you, jerk chicken tastes best when it's bold and served with confidence. Hinting works best when it turns into a real honest talk. Instead of hoping someone gets it, just say what's on your mind, and it saves time and it saves you the drama. if your partner isn't picking up your hints, it's not always their fault because, hey, I said we're not trying to read minds here. Okay, sometimes you just need to be more direct. Like the jerk chicken, your message hits better when it's prepared with care and served clearly. So, that being said, we're going to see some of the many ingredients that go into jerk chicken. I've tried to cut it down because I ain't got that kind of time in life. However, one day in this world, in this stratosphere, I will probably take the 25,365,472 million days and hours that it takes to make it. However, I don't think it's that necessary because we found these hacks. Anywho, I want to show you guys something. So as you see, I have some of the colors on of the Jamaican flag, which is red, black, green, and yellow. Okay. And in honor of this delicious Jamaican meal, we have a beautiful, look at this. Look at this. This is like a piece of art. You don't even want to drink it. Okay, because it's like a piece of art. It is beautiful. So this is honoring this meal in Jamaica, I guess. Guess I'm never going to get there because I work too many hours. So I guess I can pretend, huh? Okay, I guess I need some Caribbean music. Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountaintop. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. Oh, I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little boy in Kingston town. Yeah, that's as close as I'm getting. So let me taste this and see. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know. And you may not be old enough. We used to go to school and they used to make these things, I think called frappes. Mm-hmm. And so they would take, I think it was ginger ale, and they would have this, I guess, lime sherbet. And they would put the lime sherbet in a punch bowl and they would pour the ginger ale, and it would be kind of reminiscent of this. It took me back to my childhood. It's very good. So what is this, mixologist?
I'm calling it the Bob Marley tie-dye. It's inspired off of the Bob Marley drink where the colors are layered and you drink it through a straw to taste every layer.
Now taste it like this.
Yeah, because it's all mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was because I honestly made a little bit of a mistake, but I decided to go ahead and just do it anyway. With
a mistake turned master.
Okay, well, there are no mistakes on this show. Everything is a masterpiece, and this is a mock tribute to the Bob Marley. What is it?
It's just some type of it's just a drink called Bob Marley.
Okay, it's a Bob Marley drink, and this is a tribute, the mocktail style, here on the Love Rhythm on the Love Rhythm recipe. So let's find out what some of these ingredients are, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it together because I'm going to cook it again tomorrow. My husband is grilling every day. So he's out there now getting ready to do a little grilling on this chicken that I've already gotten done. But I'm going to take you guys through the steps. It's very simple. Hey, easy peasy. So it just seems like there's a lot of ingredients. So this is what we're going to do. So let's see what we got.
I'm going to get something to the grill master real quick.
Okay, so yeah, the grill master's getting ready to get something right quick because I'm hungry. I really am. Anywho, so of course, we're going to have chicken, and I like to use chicken thighs. You can use a whole chicken if you want, cut it up. I would do it in quarters. You can do legs. You can do breasts if you want to. If you brine it, and there is a whole brine that is traditional to this. However, I got the hack going on because I ain't got that kind of time. Okay, it's all about the flavor. Okay, so we're going to give the grill master the chicken because like I said, I did the hack, and I'm going to let y'all know. So I'm going to go over here while beautiful assistant gives grill master the chicken so he can do his thing out there on the grill. He's going to bring it back, and I'm going to show you what I have here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff, so just one moment. Let me get this over here. All right. And we can move that over that way. And I'm going to get this stuff out the way because half of my ingredients are over here. Okay, so as you see, there's a lot of stuff over here. So I have a little bit of salt, and I did use a little bit of it, but not a lot. I have my Casey's Blessing, which is incognito right now because I'm still trying to figure out a label. So we got that, of course. I have black pepper. I have what is called allspice. These are allspice bombs, I guess that's what you call them. They're just allspice that hasn't been ground up. That's what it is. And so this is optional. I don't think you really need it because if you have allspice, just the ground allspice, I think that's sufficient, to be totally honest. But I'm just going to take you through the steps. Okay, so we have the allspice bombs, and it just says it's just whole or allspice. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to take one out, and it just looks like a little ball. It's almost like a peppercorn, so that's what that's like. So let me get this over here. All right, so we have cinnamon, fresh ground cinnamon. We have ground ginger. I also have a little fresh ground ginger, but I didn't have enough of it, so I'm going to use a little bit of the dried one too. But I have some of the squeezable ginger. I have some olive oil. I have some soy sauce. I have some garlic squeezable here. I have my fresh rosemary. I have fresh thyme. I have some light brown sugar. Of course, I'm using the Splenda blend, but you can get some regular light brown sugar if that's what you want to do. And then, of course, my little Splenda squirt here, and you can use regular sugar. Okay. I have some Adolph's meat tenderizer, and this comes into the brining process. The brine that they normally do is made with sea salt. They have garlic. They have a bay leaf. They have thyme. And it's one more thing, and I got to think. Let's see, what does it say here? And they have, some black peppercorns. I cut it down because I've always told you guys this right here is a dry brine. This is the brine that will get you through the day. Yes, it will. So this is what you do. You take this, you clean your chicken. Oh, let me finish showing you the rest of the ingredients. I have some celery flakes because I just like the flavor of it. And this is when it comes into getting Casey's way. Okay, we have some apple cider vinegar, which is part of the recipe. We have the allspice. I did say we have nutmeg. And we have some Liam Perry Worcestershire sauce. But that's because I made my own barbecue sauce. You don't have to do that. Okay, and I have my fresh herbs, which is the chopped cilantro. I have some basil and, of course, parsley, because that's what I like to do. And it just pumps up the volume of the flavor. However, the first step is you want to get your chicken. So I have a few pieces of chicken left that I have not already cooked, but I will be cooking. Also, I have these vegetables here. Now, they say use Scotch bonnet peppers. Those things are hot as all get out. Casey ain't using that. So what I did use is this. Okay, I have some nice, cleaned, and brined chicken thighs. You can use whatever piece you want. But when you brine it, you want to put the meat tenderizer on the chicken thighs. Clean them and dry them off. Put the meat tenderizer on them. Get them in a freezer bag. Take a piece of onion and a piece of rosemary. A piece of thyme, fresh thyme, and this is 2 bay leaves, and you put it in here. Now, what they normally do, if you do it the other way, you're gonna put the sea salt and you're gonna put all that kind of stuff in there. But I'm doing this the quick way, so I stick this in here, and I had it in here for a couple of hours. You can keep it over here overnight, but it really doesn't require because the chicken doesn't take a whole lot of breaking down, and it keeps it moist and it's tender. So I have about 4 pieces in here, and I have that with the onion, which I'm going to put over here now. Then I have just a nice onion here, white onion, and I have a jalapeno pepper, 1. It's pretty big. So we cut out all the seeds because we're not trying to get it that hot, okay? We cut out the seeds. We're left with the shell part or whatever, and we are going to take all of these spices and these vegetables, and we're going to put them in our new NutriBullet, the new and improved NutriBullet, because the other one, when the party's over, last week, so we had to get a new one. Anywho, we got all this good stuff here, and what you do is once you grind this, you can take it out. You want to remove the bay leaf and, the vegetables and stuff out of here. And then you're going to make your jerk rub. Okay, so what I did, they have a bunch of things going on. I used all of the ingredients, but then I added some things of my own, and it came out pretty good. So, beautiful assistant, I'm going to need your help with this because I need that little silver bowl. Yeah, no. I need the magic bullet so I can start putting the ingredients in, and you can just hand them to me. I'm going to sit over here, and I'm going to get a little pan because we don't need a big one for this because I don't have that much chicken. I got the other chicken. I got about 15 pieces of chicken out back being grilled by the grill master. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to use this little foil pan here. Now, what I did to speed it along and to make sure that my chicken was cooked through and through for television, because I didn't want him to have to stand up there all that time and just watch that chicken, at least not until tomorrow, because we're going to start our grilling for the holiday. So let's just rinse this out when you get a moment. Rinse that out, wipe it out. Then you want to spray it, okay, with a little cooking spray. I'm going to go over here and have a seat because I'm tired. I'm just being real. I'm tired. Yeah, I am. So I know that we probably don't have a whole lot of people here today because, first of all, I was late for a very important day. Been having some technical difficulties. This streaming thing is gotta find an easier or a better way of streaming. However, until we do, sometimes we go through these things. Plus, a lot of people have gone away for the holiday. So if you're not there in person, I get it. But if you are, thank you so very much. And you can rewatch this. Oh, yes, you can. So not to worry. If I have one person out there, you're going to get every bit of me the same way 20 or 200 would. So no worries. Let me put this in the garbage can. And I'm going to come on over here. And we're going to have a little talk. Yes, we are. While we wait to get our ingredients. Because I'm going to tell you, this is something that literally, say you come home from work and you feel like having some Jamaican food. And you want to do it, you can do it a day ahead. I would do it a day ahead unless you can get up early in the morning and you can do it too. But it takes minimal prep work. If you do it the day ahead, then you just put that stuff inside the refrigerator in the marinade. You come home, hey, you don't want to have to grill. Pop that puppy in the oven. It works just as well, and it will be done in about 45 minutes, just all the way. Okay, so no worry. And you don't have to watch it. You really can just put a timer on it, like beautiful sister does. She's the timer queen. I'm not the timer queen. I got the look. Okay, so that's great. So put that over there. So what I need now is to get these ingredients so I can make up the marinade. Now, normally what happens is, okay, we get this. Okay, all my ingredients over there. So we're going to start with the, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to drink some of this. That's what I'm going to do.
Tell me what you want me to bring to you first.
See, I would love to have a straw, but the straw will upset my stomach and give me bubblies. So I have to drink it like that, so I'm messy. Okay, so first get the vegetables. Okay. So give me those vegetables. And really, I need a knife so I can get them a little smaller. And it's only because I'm being very, very cautious with my new NutriBullet because when I bought it, it was called a magic bullet. That's how long ago it was. Now it's a NutriBullet. And I'm being very delicate with it because I don't want to have to buy another one until it's the Cosmos bullet. Until they name it something else. Okay, so I'm going to be gentle and caring. Okay, let me get my little papers out the way. Okay, I really don't have space for anything. Got stuff everywhere. Okay, so I'll get that out the way. So I'm going to take this little knife and just cut it down a little bit, even though it's pretty strong. So I'm going to take these onions, and I'm going to be careful with this pepper, even though I know that all of the heat is out. And I'm just going to chop my jalapeno pepper up, and then I will get it into the NutriBullet. And I'm going to do the same thing with my onion. And I have a white onion this time because that's what we pulled out the refrigerator. Because it really doesn't matter what kind of onion you have. You just need an onion. Okay. And we're going to take that. And I need the, okay. So I coarsely chop the vegetables, as you can see. Okay. And this green thing is a jalapeno pepper that the inside seeds are taken out so we don't get all of that heat. Okay. And we're going to take it and I'm going to squeeze it this way, because I really don't want to get my hands all over it. So I'm going to squeeze it into my NutriBullet, just like that. Okay, so now everything is pretty much a teaspoonful, okay, of whatever. Hello, Lone, how are you? What'd you say? You said I am too old and too tired for him. I hear you. I hear you. Exactly. That's me. You know, nothing passive aggressive about this chick. Okay. Anyway, so you want to use, for everything is about a tablespoonful and a teaspoonful. And that's going to depend on how much chicken you had. I had maybe about, wasn't 15 pieces, probably about 11 or 12.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, probably 11 or 12 chicken thighs. So you never can have too much of this jerk seasoning, because you know you can put this and freeze this. Oh yeah. And then you'd have it out.
Later.
So I'm going to do, for the garlic, you know, they call for cloves of garlic. I use this. So I'm going to use a tablespoonful of garlic, and that's going to be about 5 little squeezes of this. I have my jalapeno pepper in here. I have my white onion. I'm going to do some ginger. The ginger, and I'm doing this because I'm trying to get the last little bit out of here, okay, because waste not, want not. So for the ginger, we're doing a tablespoonful of ginger also. So I'm going to get as much as I can out of here. And that'll be the last of the ginger. And Marianne's not even here. And you don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's a show. You know, y'all know how I am. Okay, so let me get that in here. Just like that. And boy, is it fragrant. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of the dried ginger in, because I didn't have a whole lot of ginger. So I'll just put a sprinkle of that. Just like that in there. Come on, ginger. You can tell I haven't used ginger in a long time. Not this ginger. So I'm going to then take my rosemary, and I dropped it. Ugh. I'm going to take a sprig of rosemary. But what I'm going to do, you said you never had Jamaican food. You'd rather go to Jamaica. I know that's right. Well, Lone, unfortunately, us working stiffs here, we're not entrepreneurs yet. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get where you are. Us working stiffs have no vacations because I have to work around the clock. However, when I become independently funded, okay, then I too will take a trip. Until then, I'm going to take this one stalk, and I'm going to take this one stalk of rosemary, and I'm going to pull it off of the actual stem, because the stem is hard. And I did one long stalk. You know, they are pretty long, believe it or not. And I broke off the leaves and put it in here. And then I had my thyme, which jumped out of my hand. So beautiful assistant got it for me. Let me close this back up. Okay, and we can switch. Okay, we're going to switch. And I'm going to put some thyme in here. This thyme smells really good. Really good. It's very, very fragrant. Very fresh and fragrant. So I'm just going to take like a little handful of this, probably about 5 or 6, and it's in the form of like a vine. And I'm just going to stick it in here. Very fragrant. Okay, and then let me get that closed up. I am going to get my allspice, which I don't have over here.
Said, have you ever used rosemary on a pork roast?
Yes, I have. And it is the rosemary. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something, Lone. rosemary is good in every freaking thing. I'm telling you. It is so good in so many things. It tastes delicious on beef. It tastes delicious on chicken. It tastes delicious in pork. And I'm even telling you, I broiled some tilapia and I had some rosemary on that, and it was good on that too. So I can't say enough. I do need my allspice, but I'll wait till you can get it to me. I need the nutmeg, the allspice, and the black pepper, some salt, my light brown sugar. So I'm going to put all of those ingredients in first, and then I'll start doing my locusts. You said what? Okay, so our jerk chicken is ready. The grill master has done his thing out there. So I'm not going to let you see anything though.
Okay.
Yeah, what you said you haven't seen. You haven't seen. What you said you haven't seen anyone use since the 90s, Marjorie. I used some the other day, and you know why? Because I was making. I made like a gyro loaf, and it calls for the margarine, and I'm gonna tell you, listen, don't sleep on this stuff. So I'm gonna do the nutmeg, and yeah, I'm doing nutmeg. So nutmeg is going to be, I'm just gonna take the top off of this thing because everything, like I said, is a tablespoonful or a teaspoonful. So I'm gonna do a teaspoonful of the nutmeg in here, which is good. Okay, and I'm going to take my little allspices, and I'm going to take 3 of these. Now, you do not have to have, I don't think it's necessary to have the whole allspice and to have the powder. But hey, I'm going to go with the flow, and I'm going to put 5 of these in here, and you don't have to, okay? Because see, like I said, we have to live our lives like we got some sense, okay? And then we're going to do a teaspoonful of the allspice powder in here. And did I do my cinnamon? I can't remember now. No, I did nutmeg. And then I'm going to do a teaspoonful of the cinnamon. Okay. It seems like I need that too. It seems like I'm making something sweet, something delicious and sweet. But hey, it is delicious. It is. Okay, I'm going to need brown sugar. I need salt. I need black pepper. I need I got soy sauce. I need that's it. Okay. I have all this. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna do about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here. I didn't use that yet. I didn't use any wet ingredients, and I'm using the black pepper. And let me get the other side because it'll make it simpler. Okay, I guess I'll get the other side. I can't even get the other side open. Okay. She thinks that I'm dangerous with a knife, you know, go figure. Okay, so I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoonful of black pepper in here. And then, of course, I'm going to hit it up with the Casey's Blessing just like I like it. You don't have to use this. You can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you can. You can get your hands on until you can get your hands on mine. And at the rate we're going, every time I go through one door, I feel like Get Smart. There's another door that I have to go through another licensing, you know. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And see, I tell you, I get my husband out there to do the chicken. Now he's bugging beautiful assistant for more stuff to barbecue. He is so funny. Anyway, so I'm going to take the soy sauce. I'm going to start. No, I'm going to do my herbs. So this is the part where they don't do, and you know I got to. I got to put me some herbs up in here, and I got some cilantro, and I got my basil, and a little bit of parsley, and this is how I do it. Okay, and I'm telling you, it's worth it. So you can omit this if you want to be totally traditional, but you know what? I'm never going to be like everybody else. You need to know. And I don't want you to either. Okay, so I'm going to get this in here. I'm trying to get this together so we can get it in the refrigerator. And then we're going to talk about those hints and not being direct. Because this was inspired by someone I had to counsel for about a minute and bring them into reality. You know what? And I hope that they took it to heart, you know, and understand that ain't nobody no right mind read around here. Okay, that's just the way it is. If you don't say ouch, people don't know you're hurting. And I'm sorry, they just don't. Most people are oblivious to what is going on with you. It's always going to come around back to them in some way, you know. So I'm going to do the soy sauce, and the soy sauce is a tablespoonful and a half. So let me just get that. And I have low sodium, so I can do this. And I'm going to get that in there. So that's a couple of squirts like that. Then I'm going to take my apple cider vinegar, my apple cider vinegar, my apple cider vinegar is 1.5 tablespoonfuls. And I'm going to get that in there just like that. And I'm not going to put all that in there because I don't think that's necessary because I didn't do it the last time. And I'm not. You know, sometimes you got to use your sense of what you like to eat. Now, let me make sure I got everything here. I am going to put a little bit more of the garlic in it because I'm just in love with this. I love it because it's not so pungent. It doesn't take over my food. It enhances it. And I am loving it. Yes, I am. Then I'm going to get my brown sugar. And like I said, you can use regular brown sugar. This is what I use. Y'all know me. And so with the brown sugar, I'm going to put a tablespoonful of brown sugar in here. Okay, and beautiful assistant is starting to remove some of the debris around here, which is great. So I'm going to put that in here, just like that. And I need a squirt of my Splenda. And then we'll be ready to put this on the magic bullet. And you can use 1/2 teaspoonful of sugar. Yes, you can. Hello, Lolo, how are you? How's every little thing big and small? Are you ready for the barbecue day? Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of that in here. And then last but not least, I am putting 3 tablespoonfuls of olive oil just to lubricate it a little bit. They don't say that, but they also are not using a magic bullet. So, excuse me. The new and improved NutriBullet. Okay, only $99.99. Okay, so we're going to put that in here just like that. And that's going to be just perfect. I think I got everything I need in there. We're going to move this stuff away, far away from here. Yes, we are. And get this all out of our way because it's driving me insane. I'm going to get this out of here. And then beautiful assistant is going to NutriBullet this. So it's going to be a little noisy for a second, but it'll be worth the pain. It'll be worth it. Yes, it will. Okay. Let's get that. This has a knife on it. The knife that you thought I was going to hurt myself bad. Hey, you probably want to take that foil off of there because it's going to take my crisp away. Oh. You know, I don't want to steam it. So let me see. Let me see. I'm going to peek and see what Grill Master did to my chicken. Okay. You can't see it yet, though. Oh, baby.
Good, right?
Mm-hmm. Sit that up. Ooh, look, that looks so, oh my gosh, it looks so, I am so proud of me, y'all. I made my own barbecue sauce. It is, that's going to be the next thing on the market. I tell you, boy, once I get rolling, everything is going to be KC something. Okay, so, yes, the barbecue sauce is, Anywho, so.
Do you need the Worcestershire pork sauce?
No, you can put all of that stuff away. All I need you to do now is to do that. And while she does that, she's going to get all of the marinade together, and she's going to take my chicken that I have in the refrigerator, get that onion out and that bay leaf. Okay. And yeah, she's going to grind that. She's going to grind that up. And then she's going to pour the marinade over there, just massage it and stick it in the fridge. Okay. We already have the chicken ready. Okay.
I'm gonna start, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that is the power of the new one. Now, my old one will still be going just like that. Now, this is what you're going to end up with. This is like a beautiful, flavorful liquid that you're going to love. I promise. Okay, so we're going to shake it up. She's going to take this and she's going to put it on the chicken, but don't take those vegetables out. Yep. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. We know, and you know, and I know. Okay, so like I said, this was inspired. This was inspired by somebody I spoke to the other day. And, this person is having some issues. They really, really, really care about their partner. However, this person is passive aggressive. So what is ending up happening is they are assuming that this person is going to get the lights going to come on. They're looking for reciprocity, and I guess because their love language is service. So you have a person who likes things just so, and then you have somebody who's kind of more free spirited. You ain't never told this person that you are just so. Okay, you exhibit this behavior for yourself, and I'm gonna tell you like this: I let you be you, unless you tell me, "Hey, I need you to do A, B, C, and D." I'm not going to tell that story because I am very intuitive to other people. That is me. I don't have a whole lot of people in my life that are intuitive to me, so that's why I'm in your face all day long. Okay, because I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna wait for a little while to see if you pick up on it. And if you don't, then I'm gonna I have to let you know. Okay, I really do. So this person's not like that. So, like I said, is hinting hurting the relationship? I think so.
Okay, I poured it in.
Okay, so she got it in, and let's be a last. Oh, I don't have much in here. The other chicken, there was so much in it, man. It was poking through the little freezer bag. However, you see now this is nice. She has that in there. We're gonna stick this in the fridge. This will be cooked tomorrow. Okay, she's gonna let some of the air out. We already have some done, and you're gonna wish you were here. Oh well. Anyway, so what is hinting? Hinting is when you drop clues instead of saying how you really feel. Okay, like saying, for instance, I have this party I'm going to. Oh, I guess I'll go alone. You ought to answer your own question. You haven't even asked your partner if they will escort you. Maybe they'll say yes. Okay, you really want them to go, but you want them to jump right in. Hey, I'm gonna take you over. Hey, for me personally, I don't like going out that much, so I may not automatically say to you, okay, let's go to the party. However, if it means that much to you, for me to be present, yeah, I'm gonna put my dancing shoes on or whatever, and I'm gonna go to the party because you mean that much to me. But I will not automatically assume that you want me to follow behind you, because guess what? You got your own brain. We're not attached at the three little brain cells. I have 3. You may have 3. They're not connected. Okay, you got to talk to me. Okay, so like I said, when you do stuff like that, you're assuming a lot. Or you want to give somebody the cold shoulder, hoping that you give them the silent treatment. You don't say anything to them. They're talking, and they're going a mile a minute, and you're like giving like little sighs or 1-word answers, or because you're in your feelings. They don't know that. Most people will just keep on going and going and going, because it's a famous little saying: the squeaky wheel gets the oil. A closed mouth does not get fed. Okay, so if you sit there with your mouth closed, malnutrition is on the way. I'm just saying, why people hint instead of speaking up? Well, they don't want to, cause any issues. They don't want any drama. Okay, they're afraid of being rejected or ignored if they speak up. They think their partner should just know. They should just know what I'm feeling, because we are simpatico. Okay. Okay. And they feel awkward saying things directly. So it all boils back down to you are passive aggressive. You don't like confrontation, and that's a you problem. That ain't got nothing to do with the other guy. Okay? Get your life. So, how hinting can backfire if you are not direct. Okay? It creates confusion. Your partner might miss your message completely. Now you really are in your feelings. You're building up all of this hostility. It leads to fights because one person feels hurt, and the other one has no idea why you're tripping. Okay, why is she acting? What does anybody know why he's acting that way? Okay, then you go in there, you're like asking your neighbor. It's like, hey, don't ask my neighbor. You're wondering if I care about you. Is there some cause that I should doubt you? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me tell you something. He can't see nothing. He don't know what you talking about. He probably think you going through hey, depending on your age, going through your personal summer or something like that, and it's hormonal. He don't know what's wrong with you. He said sometimes he will probably just like she'll get over herself because you haven't said anything, or he'll get over himself. Okay. And that's going to build resentment because you feel your needs aren't met. And that was the situation with this person I was talking to. They feel like they give a lot in service. They cook, they clean, they do all this stuff, and the other person receives it, because I'm gonna tell you, whatever dynamic you set up in the beginning, you better be good with it. That's all I got to say. Now you figure, hey, I've done 15 things, so now we're taking count. I've done 15 things for you, and you've done -1. But I keep doing 15 things for you. Don't you see that I've done 15 things? When are you going to do 5? Well, have you asked them about the 5 that you want them to do? Or are you assuming, would you say long? Don't wait long to speak up. Exactly. Your mate might feel blind. You got that right. And then like, okay, where's this coming from? Whose problem is it? Is it your mate's problem or is it yours? Because you didn't express yourself. Okay. So it also not only builds resentment, but we're talking about it's a break in trust. It feels like games are being played instead of having an honest talk because you're playing cat and mouse. Okay, what happens when you're clear and honest? Well, the worst thing can happen is, hey, you'll actually get heard. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're so afraid that what you say to this person is going to destroy your relationship, you ain't got one in the first place. So it's just like that person that has that one piece of hair that's left, or that they've been combing over that bald spot forever, and they just need to shave their head, but they keep hanging on that one little thin piece of hair, and no, get rid of the hair. It's an eyesore. The bald head is fine. You got a nice head. Just do that. Okay, I am telling you, being straight up is the best way to go. People don't know how you feel. And if you feel that shaky about your relationship that you can't be straight, hey, people don't always receive things, but it's the way that you deliver. The way you deliver can allow you to keep a war from happening. Okay. It depends on how you deliver. So problems get solved faster and more efficiently when you're clear and honest. Your partner knows just what you want and how to support you. Now, if the person, after you have verbalized all this and you said it in plain English and even took it to Chat GPT and you took it to third grade language and they are really understanding this and they still don't capitulate, then that's a whole nother conversation you need to have. Because like I said, maybe that ain't the one. Okay. But it makes the relationship feel more real. The relationship feels safe. Okay. What you say, Lois?
They discussed this in class today. Men and women think and communicate differently. So we can't know what our partners are thinking until we tell them.
Absolutely right. And so what happens is your partner knows what you want and how to support you when you're clear. Now, if they choose not to do it, see, I think it's always that, well, what if they don't? Then you got to think about your relationship and the dynamics of it. My favorite word. You really do. Because if you're sitting here saying, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to rock the boat because this may be the end of us. Us wasn't there in the first place. It was a you, hoping there was a we. And it was still just a me. Okay. You're living in a fantasy. Okay. So it makes relationships feel more real and safe. You both grow stronger. You're open and honest communication. Because I'm going to tell you, if my husband passes gas, you think I'm going to sit up there and act like I don't smell it? Oh, no. I need to get you someplace where you need a laxative, something. Okay, because I'm not going to sit up here and gag and not say anything. Okay, we've been together long enough to be real, and I'm just using that as an analogy. I didn't say that he passed gas. Anyway, so the bottom, the bottom line is this. Okay, hinting may be a safer way or seem easier, so you don't have to have those uncomfortable moments, but it often causes harm down the road because they're like, you never told me this. You never said anything about that you didn't like bungee jumping. Why didn't you tell me that you were scared of the dog? Okay? Why'd you tell me a whole lot of things? I sit here and I have to keep going back to these 90-day fiance shows and stuff. You've been talking to me for 5-10 years on the internet. You done typed to me until your fingers have arthritis. And you didn't know that I never wanted to have a kid. You didn't know that, especially the ones that have these religious dynamics separate. You have somebody who's Muslim and very, very devout, and they go and they get a woman who wears miniskirts. And then they think that she's going to just flip and change, or she's giving them that. I don't know how that works out. Okay? Some things after a while, the conversation should get deeper. The conversation should, and nowadays, I'm telling you like this, you need to come with a resume. I need to be able to do a background check. I need to know exactly where you're coming from, because I'm going to tell you, life is short. Anybody got no time to be trying to figure this out? So be upfront. It's not going to hurt you. This is what I told this person. Okay, you may have to say things in a way that is tailored for this person to understand and intake the information. That is your job, to find out how to communicate to somebody. Okay, I know, right? Background check. It is your job to figure out how to communicate to your person. All of this mess about, and I'm gonna tell you, there's a whole lot. My husband and I just celebrated our wedding anniversary yesterday. A lot of years, okay? And I'm going to tell you, there are times when he thinks something and I'd have thought it too, or I'm about to verbalize it, because we've been together so long. But that does not mean that we're psychic. There are plenty of things that I'm sure that he thinks that I don't even know or want to know, okay? And if I want to know, then guess what? I'm going to ask those questions. It may not be the comfortable question. It may not be politically correct, but Casey's going to ask them. Okay, you don't have to answer me, but I'm going to ask. And if you keep not answering me, then that's a problem. Okay, because I try to be very transparent, for real. And that's in everything. In my career, in my life, I just try. I mean, really, I think people think I'm a little bit, I'm a little much for some people. See, this is me. I'm this all day long, 365 a day. I don't change. It is. And some people love me and some people don't. But everybody has to respect me, because that's what I give out to the world. Okay. So you have to speak on it. Don't be afraid. A relationship is not going to have any type of longevity dynamics. Okay, if you can't talk to the person sometime, and if they're shutting down like that, then you need to know why. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, again, a lot of these dynamics comes down to the same thing, which is open communication. If you can't talk to your partner, you're not going to have a long, successful relationship.
Not unless you can't talk.
Right. Well, other form of communication.
But then you need to write it down. Okay. So Beautiful Assistant said a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys heard her. Okay. However. Oh, thank you, Lolo. Yes, definitely. Well, I've already decided that when I go back to being Eggland's best egg, then he's just going to have to go with me, and then we'll just be dead. That's how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? We'll be eggs, and we'll go to somebody's nice house, and they'll make an omelet, and and we will nourish them and keep it moving. However, like I said, I'm going to be totally honest. I don't care how many years you're with somebody, you never really know everything because people evolve, people change, people have whole different viewpoints. People will say something to you sometimes. It's like, oh, I never really knew that. You'll be surprised the things that we try not to know because it's painful for us, just like it would be for the person. So my advice, and like I said, you got to do you, boo. You can continue to live that passive-aggressive life, or you can be real. Be real. Be who you be, okay? It's going to be appreciated by the people that it needs to be appreciated by. And for those people who don't appreciate it, keep on moving. That's all I got to say. So, with that being said, this was an easy one. It sure was, because my chicken is ready over there. And I made this good rice that beautiful assistant tasted it, and she said it tastes just like a Jamaican rice. So I hit it on the head. Let's get out our coleslaw. So yes, listen to her. Let's get out the plates. How greedy. How greedy. Yes. And see, I know my audience out there, my lone and my lowest, I know that y'all know how to speak up for yourselves because that's who you are. Okay. We are woman, hear us roar. Okay. I felt like a little Helen Reddy. Y'all know nothing about that. Okay. So yeah. Ooh, this coleslaw is really coleslawing. Yes, it is. So we are going to get some plates out, and I'm going to plate this puppy up. But I want you guys to see this jerk chicken. I wonder what he did with the rest of my barbecue sauce.
It's on this table. Right
Okay, yeah, because that was so good. Let me get up here. I'm gonna let y'all see chicken's in the oven. Okay, I have beautiful systems with the chicken in the oven. I need some pot holders. What did I do with them? Oh, they're over here. Okay, so let me get this and see what we work. See what we're cooking with. Let me heat up this rice a little. Let me put it back here. I'm just going to turn it on. Okay, while I do this, I want to take this out because this really came out good. And the oven's so hot.
Yeah. But that kept it warm.
Okay, so let's close that because I want to show you guys. Take a look at this. Can you guys see it? Can you see it?
Not from really.
I can see it.
There we go. Something a little bit more.
Okay. This is Casey's jerk chicken. Chicken. Man, this stuff smells so good. And he put it out there. What I did, I took the shortcut because what they said to do was first you had to brine it for 2 hours in the fridge. Okay, this is what they said. Then they wanted me to put the jerk seasoning on it for 4 hours. I do all that. No. I put that meat in there for about 2 hours. Okay, like I said, I did my dry brine ahead of time for about an hour. Put that meat in there and massaged it in really good. I hyper seasoned it. So therefore, my jerk chicken season was hyper seasoned because I wanted it not to take forever. Now I'm sure if you do it for 4 hours, sure. Yeah. Or overnight, the longer, the better. However, I need to eat now. So then they wanted me to put this chicken in the oven on, 80 degrees?
180 degrees.
180 degrees, okay, and cook it for 4 or 5 hours. Then they wanted me to take it back up to, no, it was like less than 180, but it was like less than 200 degrees to finish it off and quit. Man, later for that. I took the chicken out. I put it in my foil pan, y'all. I laid it down flat, skin downside. I put the oven on 400. Okay, that's what I did. I took the foil and I did not close it on both sides, so I just kind of laid it on the top so it could cook through. It cooked through in approximately 40 minutes, and it was completely done. Fork tender, falling off the bone. I stopped the process. I turned it up to 450 so I could crisp it a little, and then I called the grill master. He went out there. He turned that Barbie on. Okay, and we took that piece of meat, those pieces of meat. He took it out there. I made my barbecue sauce, and you can use, bottles if you want. But the recipe is really easy, and I'll get that to you guys. We're gonna be doing a lot of grilling, and I made the barbecue sauce up. I gave him instructions. I said, take this chicken, use your thongs, gently put my chicken on that grill, and baste it on one side, and let it get hit with the char. Then you flip it over, baste it on the other side, and let it get hit. And this is the result, okay? I did know 155,255 years, 55 million hours, okay? And I can guarantee you it's going to be a blast. So, with that being said, we're putting this on a plate.
Wait.
Yes, I'm going to put it on the plate. We got some plates over here.
All the spoons.
Okay, why did we do this?
Because I think you were going to put the chicken.
Oh, I didn't. I forgot. I'm going to do chicken tomorrow. Okay, so let's see where that's at. Okay, I think that's heated enough. Okay, so let me turn this off. Okay, so I need to get another spoon.
In the thing right there.
Okay, so let me get a spoon. I need two. That's a spatula. I need a spoon. I need 2 spoons.
You want to use some meat?
No, I really don't want to use those. I want to use. Okay. Okay, I need a spoon for this, and then I need a spoon for my rice. But I guess I'll use this. Okay, let's get some plates. Oh, here it is. I'm looking at the spoon is hidden. The spoon was hidden with the foil, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna turn this way because that is so rude. I'm gonna take this chicken. I think I'm gonna spoon up the rice first. And I'm gonna do the recipe for the rice another day. But I got a great hack for this. This is something else they want you to take a million years for. I did it in 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and put that on here. It's like that. I think it could be a little bit warmer for me. Okay, so I'm gonna sit it on here. Just like that. Feel that? That feels warm enough for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know you guys don't like hot food. I like hot food. Okay, so I'm putting mine right back over here. All right, so then I'm gonna get that over there. And then I'm gonna get a little bit of this Mexican coleslaw. Now you can do the Jamaican coleslaw is a little spicy, and so that's why I kind of moved away from it. I wanted something to cool the palate, even though mine is not as hot as it may not be hot at all. Okay, but I know it's going to be full of flavor. So I got the coleslaw there, and now I'm going to get one of these delectable pieces of chicken. And let's see how much I really like you, Corey. Okay, so we're going to give you this here, right? Chicken. We're going to sit it just like that. All right. That sauce is. Yep. That's good. That's some good stuff right there. And I'm going to. What did I do with it? Did you put my garnishes away?
No.
I didn't?
No. Well, like the
my parsley and stuff.
It's right there, man.
Yeah.
Over here. Right
Oh, it's okay. It's far away from here. Okay, so I'm going to do a little parsley just to cute it up a bit. And then I'm going to give Corey the first bite.
Yeah.
So come on over, Corey.
All right.
Oh, I see. Lone wrote us a message. Said, I'm smoking my meat tomorrow. Chicken, pork butt, ribs, sausage.
Oh,
and
yeah,
taco.
You go, girl.
Woo!
You go, girl.
Said,
Woo!
he said the store didn't have a decent brisket. Gonna smoke some veggies.
That's what I want.
So see, that's my husband's thing. He wants to smoke everything.
You go, girl.
See, now you talking his language because he
Oh,
got to
my
smoke out
God.
right there. Malone.
Oh, Lord. Go, girl. Dad, I want to go over there. Where she live at?
She lives in far away from here.
Far away from here.
Right. She
Far
lives far away from here.
That was
far away
beautiful.
from here. Oh man,
That's beautiful.
that's my lingo right there.
Mhm, that's okay.
That's my lingo, man.
Okay, enough.
What do you mean enough?
That's what I said.
I don't get enough of that. I
Uh-uh,
love.
that's
I
okay.
love.
Mom just gave you $20.
Oh,
Thank
what?
you, Mom. Have a great holiday. I
Oh,
am the
bless your
grill
heart.
master in this house. I'm down in Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. Oh man.
Yes.
Oh man. That's what's
Long,
up.
I tell you.
You're amazing.
Amazing.
You are.
Amazing. Yes.
You are.
Louisiana, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get you a nice little piece here.
What's your thoughts? What you think about that food right there?
Okay, I didn't hear Corey say anything.
I see his
cannot
face.
get
He's
in.
going through a journey. He is going through a journey.
Okay, he's supposed to be telling y'all.
I would like to speak. That would be nice. I can't
Okay.
talk over people.
Well,
So what I'm gonna say here is the rice, delicious. Texture is amazing. When it comes to the coleslaw, it has like a nice little. It's not a strong kick to it. It's a nice subtle one. It's very delicious, very very refreshing as well. And I am now getting ready to bite into this chicken.
I was about to say, I'm
Oh
excited
man,
for
oh
chicken.
man, oh man.
Okay,
This
honey, I'm giving you
chicken.
yours.
Thank you, darling.
Okay, this is for the grill master who grilled that piece of lovely chicken.
This is
Oh,
my
that
this is
chicken looks so tender.
And here's a fork.
okay. Thank you, darling.
Okay, and we'll give you front and center.
Mm.
Okay, chicken.
Nice level of heat.
The
Very
peas and
delicious.
rice is off the fajisi.
Oh yeah.
The sauce is amazing. Like
You made the sauce yourself, huh, honey?
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did.
That's
Yes, she did.
good.
Yes, I did make the sauce all by my little self.
The
Chicken
alone
is
also
tender.
says she's. I'm sorry. What's that?
So the chicken is tender.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Do we have a
And
smoky
it's moist.
thing going on?
Oh yes, we do.
Okay,
You're
here you are.
spicy. About to find out.
That's
Okay,
good
you
peas
guys
and rice
do
right there,
that
darling.
smoky flavor.
Yes, it's a nice blend too.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little something here. Give me a nice
Oh, that chicken, I like that sauce you made there, darling. That got like a sweet, sour type. It's good.
Yep, we will no longer purchase barbecue sauce ever again.
Anymore.
Crack. What's the one I like?
No, you like
Sweet
that,
baby.
Sweet baby Ray's. Y'all are
I'm going
done.
straight for chicken
Y'all
because that's
are
the first
finished.
thing. You got the skin's got a nice little crisp to it. Oh yeah. Meat just comes straight apart, no effort at all. It's-
None. None of that.
Oh, and Lone said this. She's originally from New Zealand.
New
That was her last
Zealand.
message. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, probably should take that bigger bite. My
New
whole
Zealand to Louisiana. I don't know how that worked. I
That's a
mean,
nice distance.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is a
Wow.
big jump.
wow.
Okay, I'm about to take it. Ooh, that sauce though. Woo!
Yeah, that sauce is off the train.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Got
Oh
the
man, that sauce
sweetness.
is off the chain.
It's a nice combination of sweet and spicy. And not super spicy, but just like a nice little, just a kiss on the tongue. Nothing that's gonna make your mouth burn or anything, but you can taste a slight bit of that chili. Nice crisp to the top of the skin of the meat. You have the smokiness from the grill. Delicious flavor. Nice tender meat. Oh, it's fabulous. I can't wait to taste it with everything else.
The coleslaw is off the fajisi too.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you know about that from earlier. Oh man, that was fire. The beans though.
You like the beans?
This is good.
So what do the beans taste like?
They taste the way that I'm familiar with Jamaican style beans and rice tasting is spot on with flavor. With you said like just a fraction of the time that it usually takes.
Yeah, just a fraction.
This is delicious.
It's
honey.
great.
This is
This is
delicious.
Okay,
This is
I'm about to
delicious.
taste this one right here, Long.
This is delicious.
Let me tell you something, little lady. You are so great. You are so great. You really are, Lois. And this is chicken. Okay. What'd you say? What'd you say? You haven't eaten since class out. You've been glued on the couch watching y'all. Listen, I'm not even talking to you, Lolo. Okay, you need to cook some of this stuff. Okay, I'm standing up here giving out pearls of cooking, and you're sitting here hungry. Shame on you. Let me taste this thing. So I'm going to taste these peas and rice first. And like I said, I know how to show you guys. Now, do you see this? Okay. This is what it looks like. Now, normally they will use kidney beans. I like small red beans. You can use black beans. I decided to go out there and be a rogue and use some small red beans because I really don't like kidney beans and tough because they're kind of tough. I don't like them. But so let's try this.
This is good, baby.
It is really good. Yes, it is. It'll be a little hotter for me because I like my food piping hot, so I'll probably pop in the microwave. But the flavor of the beans, and I'm gonna tell you, when I tell you I did a major hack on this, When I show you guys how to make this, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness. So easy. Yeah, I'm good.
I gotta go check the grill. I got meat out there.
Yeah. He's cooking and he's sitting here eating, y'all.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Okay, he'll be here. Okay, of course I'm gonna try the Mexican coleslaw. Stuff coming out my mouth. That was delicious. Well, we know that because we knew that from this morning. So now I'm gonna try this Casey's style jerk chicken. And get a little piece of that over here. And if it's what I think it is, it's from Trinidad and he loves pizza. Yeah, well, honey, make this for your husband. I am telling you, and for his father. This is so easy. It's not a lot of work. You can do this slow. And this is the chicken. Okay, and I'm going to eat it. Oh, my gosh. This chicken, and I know you like legs, Flo. You can do this with legs.
Okay.
This chicken, it's moist, it's flavorful. You could have eaten this chicken probably without the sauce, okay? But the whole thing with jerk chicken is it is just a Jamaican way of making barbecue, barbecue chicken. But the chicken is tender, and you taste that hint of smoke that comes from the charcoal, which is really tasty, and then the sauce is really good.
Really,
the sauce is like it's a hint of sweetness, but it's not overly sweet, and you just taste all the different dynamics. And the chicken is good. And I am not a big barbecue chicken person, okay, but this is pretty darn good. I am pretty impressed with me. Let me pat myself on the back. Let me do some little snacks there. That's good.
Maybe we get the kids some McDonald's.
Now he wants to give the kids McDonald's, y'all. He don't want to get the kids. I'm giving my children something to chicken. Oh my goodness. We had us a little intimate party today, you guys. And I'm so glad you came. I know everybody's preparing for the holiday and, things like that. But I am so glad you came, as you always do, because you're there to support. And I love you so much. I really do. I want you guys to have a wonderful holiday. I'm going to enjoy these next, Sunday and Monday. I'll be doing some filming, but I'll be enjoying it. And I am telling you, you want to try some of this stuff. Try some of these marinades. They just really, really stand out. And it's not hard. It really isn't. And as far as the passive aggressive thing, hey, take a page out of Casey's book. Tell it like a T.I. is all day long. Okay? You'll be happier for it. Yes, you will. You sure will. In any case, if you like this wonderful life with the 8 of us, and 8 likes. I love you. Okay? You know what you need to do. You hit that like button. If you're rewatching, hit it twice. If this is your first time coming here and seeing me, hell. Hi. Okay, they're talking about pina coladas.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's my drink.
If this is your first time, I implore you to subscribe. We have so many things we talk about. This right here is, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and I really enjoy having all of you here and being part of the Flavor House family. It's only just beginning. If you don't turn on those notifications, you're going to miss out on a whole lot of stuff. So turn them on. Turn them on. And you guys, you know what I wish you. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you great relationships in whatever area they are. Okay? I hope that you find your rhythm and you dance.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, baby. And you know where I'm going to be next week? Right here, sharing my life with you. Because I got so much more to show you. I love you. I love you guys. Lois, Long. Hey, y'all have a great holiday. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.